From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, January the 27th, 2022. The Biden administration is naming 12 people to the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum Council, including former National Director of the Anti-Defamation League and Holocaust survivor Abe Foxman, who told JBS today it is a very humbling honor being able to contribute to enhance memory of the Shoah. When I was appointed by President Reagan, I was the youngest member with a majority of Holocaust survivors serving. Today, being appointed by President Biden, I am the only survivor in the council and probably the oldest. 2 Orthodox Jewish men were assaulted last night in London by an 18-year-old male who punched them multiple times on a sidewalk in the Stamford Hill neighborhood. He has since been arrested. British leaders strongly condemned the incident, including UK Home Secretary Priti Patel, who tweeted an absolutely despicable attack. This, on the eve of Holocaust Memorial Day, is a sickening reminder of why we must never allow anti-Semitism to take root. We won't tolerate abuse towards our Jewish community. And with International Holocaust Remembrance Day today, tributes and memorials around the world and on social media, with a number of initiatives, including from the Claims Conference and Yad Vashem, Israel's memorial to the Holocaust, a campaign highlighting the righteous among the nations, non-Jews who risked everything to save Jews during the Holocaust. The Don't Be a Bystander campaign aims to educate and inspire, with 2-minute videos of righteous rescuers sharing what compelled them to rescue Jewish neighbors, friends, and even strangers, like in the case of Andrei Sitkowski.
We saw a child in mortal danger. We knew that we have possibility to take her and to protect. And it was beyond our feeling or thinking that we would reject it.
And the World Jewish Congress is running its annual We Remember campaign, live streaming photos sent in with the hashtag and sharing photos of world leaders, ambassadors, government representatives, and ordinary people from across the globe taking a moment to remember. U.S. President Joe Biden released a statement marking the day today. He said in part, "Today and every day we have a moral obligation to honor the victims, learn from the survivors, pay tribute to the rescuers, and carry forth the lessons of last century's most heinous crime. We must teach accurately about the Holocaust and push back against attempts to ignore, deny, distort, and revise history. We cannot redeem the past, but on this day, as we mourn humanity's capacity to inflict inhuman cruelty, let us commit to making a better future and to always upholding the fundamental values of justice, equality, and diversity that strengthen free societies." Israel's Prime Minister Naftali Bennett addressed a virtual ceremony to mark the somber day, speaking of the horrors of the Holocaust and the strength of the Jewish people and the State of Israel.
After the Holocaust rose a sovereign nation that has the power to defend itself. Israel is the Jewish people's defiance over indifference. Today we're free and strong, an independent state. It is our vow that the Jewish people will never again be powerless, never again be voiceless, and never again be homeless. The horrors of the Holocaust cannot be erased, but we can build a good future for ourselves and for others.
And Speaker of the Knesset, Miki Levy, addressed Germany's parliament, the Bundestag, today in a historic speech in Hebrew. He said, "We stand before you excited and full of humility and proud to represent the only Jewish and democratic state in the world." At the conclusion of his remarks, clearly overcome with emotion, Levy recited the mourner's Kaddish, a prayer in honor of the deceased for the victims of the Holocaust. Here's a clip.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא ברחמיו יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ואמרו אמן. תודה רבה. תודה רבה לכם. תודה.
And we have special programming for you tonight for International Holocaust Remembrance Day for Thursday, January the 27th. At 7 o'clock, it's Talmud Study. And then at 7:30, Judy Batalion discusses her book, The Light of Days, about women resistance fighters in the ghettos during the Holocaust. At 8 o'clock, David Harris makes the keynote address to the United Nations for International Holocaust Remembrance Day. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Naomi Vilko, who shares what it was like growing up the child of Holocaust survivors. At 10, we replay the documentary Blind Love, which follows blind Israelis on a trip to Poland to learn about the Holocaust. And coming up next, I have the honor of speaking with the chairman of Yad Vashem Dani Dayan about the crucial work to preserve the memory of the Holocaust and to educate about it. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, January the 27th, 2022. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.